Situated at the mouth of the Delaware Bay sits Delaware's greatest treasure. Miles of dynamic coastline are home to abundant natural resources and a rich cultural history. Millions of visitors journey here in search of adventure, tranquility, and tradition. Welcome to Cape Henlopen State Park. Part of Delaware State Parks, Cape Henlopen's large footprint encompasses a variety of ecosystems and historic areas, including maritime forests, rolling sand dunes, World War II-era structures, salt marsh, and more. The park's naturally formed cape, more commonly known as the Point, is what separates the Delaware Bay from the Atlantic Ocean. This instantly recognizable geographic feature of the state of Delaware shaped the history of the land, and it's where the park's story comes to life. The abundant resources of the coastal environment have always been a focus of this place. Native people lived off the land's rich resources for many thousands of years. In the late 1600s, William Penn's family granted the land known today as Cape Henlopen to Edmund Warner. The Warner Grant, one of the first public lands in the country, protected the land and allowed citizens access to harvest many of the same resources as the native peoples before them. Just off Cape Henlopen's Point, the treacherous tides and sandy shoals led to the need for the Cape Henlopen Lighthouse, which signaled safe harbor from the open waters until 1926. The land was also home to Delaware's first station of the U.S. Life-Saving Service. Around the same time, in the 1880s, America experienced an influx of ships carrying immigrants and goods. To manage the estimated 200,000 immigrants entering the Bay and Delaware River, the Delaware Breakwater Quarantine Station was established. As international tensions rose in the early 1900s, the area's strategic location at the mouth of the bay, leading to the critical ports of Wilmington and Philadelphia, resulted in the increased presence of the federal government. By World War II, hundreds of structures were built to fortify the mouth of the Delaware Bay, including gun batteries, bunkers, plotting rooms, and barracks. Cape Henlopen officially became a state park in 1964, but its rich military history is still evident in many of the structures that remain today. Perhaps the most recognizable of these structures are the concrete fire control towers that stretch along the coast. Once used to aim heavy artillery at enemy ships, visitors can now climb Tower 7, also known as the Observation Tower, for a spectacular panoramic view of the entire park. Even with such a prominent military history, it was the public's appreciation of the natural and recreational opportunities that transformed Cape Henlopen into what guests enjoy today. Over 1.5 million guests visit the park for its guarded beaches each year, but for those looking to explore further, Cape Henlopen offers endless opportunities such as hiking, biking, fishing, surfing, and camping. Guests can visit the iconic point to witness a spectacular setting sun behind the East End Breakwater Lighthouse, and may even catch a glimpse of seals and dolphins chasing schools of fish. Not only are the dunes of the point protected in order to provide critical habitat to nesting shorebird populations, but the entire coastline of Cape Henlopen is an integral feeding and resting area for migratory shorebirds, raptors, and waterfowl. Freshwater wetlands nestled in the dunes also support globally rare and unique plant communities. An essential experience is the Gordon's Pond Trail. This accessible trail overlooks the marshlands of the park, offering an up-close encounter with diverse ecosystems, wading birds, and stunning vistas. With both ocean and bay waterfronts, the park offers a playground for water sports. On the bay side, the shifting sand around the point creates a serene atmosphere for clamming, paddling, and fishing. Guests can witness the shorebirds, crabs, and horseshoe crabs that feed, breed, and nest in the safe haven along the Delaware Bayshore. Anglers are drawn year-round where they can enjoy fishing from the pier, kayak, and surf, or fly fishing from the beach and bay. Visitors with the proper gear, vehicle, and surf fishing permits can even venture onto the drive-on beaches for the unique experience and convenience of fishing from their tailgate. With everything from blues and stripers to flounder and spot, every angler has the start of a great fishing story. A trip to the park would not be complete without a stop at the Seaside Nature Center and Fort Miles Museum and Historical Area. The Nature Center delights visitors with an up-close look at marine life, year-round public programs, environmental education programs, summer day camps, a gift shop full of keepsakes, and a bike borrowing program run by the Friends of Cape Henlopen State Park. Partnering with the Fort Miles Historical Association, the Fort Miles Museum and Historical Area brings to life the stories of the people who lived and served on these very grounds. Visitors to the site can explore museum exhibits located inside the original underground battery, watch reenactors fire a 3-inch gun in the artillery park, and tour the park on a 1945 deuce-and-a-half military truck. With so much to see and do, many guests choose to extend their stay and take advantage of the park's campground. With opportunities for rustic tent camping, full RV hookup sites, and cabins, the park's campground offers a variety of ways to sit back, enjoy the smell of campfire, and celebrate a day of adventure over s'mores. From its great dunes to crashing surf, from historic structures to powerful stories, today, Cape Henlopen is the backdrop for building memories that will stand the test of time. So, go explore your park and enjoy the rich history and natural beauty of this land.